So my darling YouTube fam, let's try and do this together. Feel free to join in. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm not going to force you because that's not very nice, is it? No, nobody likes pushy. Okay, so I'm going to try and do some cartoon voices. It's going to be fascinating, isn't it? Or possibly not. Well, generally, I'm obsessed with the voice, as you know, and I've always been interested in cartoon voices and voices just generally. Obviously singing and acting and anything musically orientated with the voice, I'm all in, and I don't know what that is. So here we go, let's try voice number 1.
Oh, so I'm gonna sing up here. Hi there everyone, my name is Rebecca, vocal athlete, but actually now it seems to be changing as I'm doing it as I go along.
I don't know what happened there. I kind of physically know what's going on. The larynx is squeezing, the higher larynx position, slightly more nasally as well.
But it's really, really interesting. If you do it a lot of times, you kind of get used to doing it. So the more you kind of go like that and speak like that,
the more I just want to laugh.
There's something you can do just by talking like that, or maybe making it a little bit more staccato sounding. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. So I'm definitely sounding more American in the kind of like rounded vowels that I'm doing, but at the same time, I don't really know where this is gonna go. Let's try and go even more higher pitch. If I was to talk like this, and actually pretend, actually there's a little bit more of a British accent coming through, which I find absolutely fantastic. I can't even say it, but it's I think I'd call it fascinating, and I really actually can't even hear my own sound because I feel like my soft palate is actually touching the back of my tongue,
and it's really weird, but I like it.
And I actually feel like I could be a little mouse at the same time. And if I say time with a B, it makes it a little bit more childish. I think that's very interesting as well.
What about if we go really low, if we go really low in the larynx and try allowing more space, because that would be a fascinating thing to do.
It would be a fascinating thing to do. And then you kind of sound like different characters we know. And I'm actually,
my whole body is acting very strange. My stomach
muscles are absolutely in use here, and without the ability to do that, I find
I'm guessing that my voice now,
I feel like there's many voices going into one. If I was to be a little bit more quieter, this would be an interesting voice to do. I guess if I'm putting an accent on as well, I don't know, like New York. I kind of guess I'm going with something like that. And of course I'm making this all up on my own.
I like that one.
It's really fun to do, but now I just sound like Kirby the Frog. That's Miss Piggy.
I know, if I do something other than that, it might be something completely different. And the way you use your mouth, it's okay. Maybe there's another voice or 12,000 that might be inside. I don't really know, but I find it all very exciting. I'm not really sure when it's gonna go, but I know if you use your body as a language in itself, things might go somewhere. I don't know, but if you move your mouth around a little bit more, there might be something happening.
Yeah, and I know if I use my mouth, you know, on the side, I feel like I'm doing something different there.
But I actually want to create my own kind of character, my own kind of voice in terms of, you know, the kind of character of a cartoon. It's fascinating, all the things and all the sounds you can make. I haven't yet done it professionally, but the art of trying to say or sound like a different kind of person is always, this is interesting. What is going on here? If you use your posture and your breath, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. What about if you can talk really fast like that? Is that a different character as well? If you talk like that, if it's completely different in terms of like if you say it really fast and you keep going like a train that keeps on going. I don't understand. Like that could be something as well. And then I feel like, you know, it kind of goes back into a certain accent or dialect that I'm not even aware of. What about if I actually use My voice at a stationary level in terms of the larynx. And slightly now. Maybe if I choose... Did it again. It's just a habit I can't break. Habits are hard to break. I guess, I suppose, if I could make up a character, it would sound a little bit like this. Who knows what it's going to sound like? You don't know where it's going to go, and you don't know where it's going to end. You could slightly emphasize and inflect in more places, but I guess you sound like, oh god, that sounded almost like David Attenborough. But that was completely different. The female bug is happy to see the male bug. That was really bad.
What about if it's up there? Like, we kind of did that already, but maybe if it's like Mickey Mouse.
I'm finding this really interesting, actually. And I suggest that everybody, you know, find your own voice, sing as authentically as possible. But at the same time, if you want to have fun and change around what you do, then just do this. I see like the larynx is this beautiful apparatus where we can really explore the endeavours and wondertudes, made up word, of the voice.
If I go really high pitched like that, then something else happens. You know, I don't know what happens, but maybe if I'm not as good with my diction, something else will happen.
Weird, that one, wasn't it?
And maybe, maybe if I kind of do something where I can't open my mouth completely, a different sound comes out. I guess that's something nice to listen to, ain't it? Who does he remind you of? Can you see physically? I don't want to look at myself. I'm trying not to. But, you know, so we're going to go to the shops now and we're going to go and get some food because we're hungry. Do you want to come?
I think that's quite an interesting one. What's your favourite one so far? We're going to have a voting system. As you could probably tell with some of the videos that I do, I do have a habit of well, I love mimicking, but also a habit of creating sounds whilst talking. I think maybe it's a habit I've gotten into because just by hearing myself, I get slightly sleepy. Like, when's she gonna be quiet? And maybe it roots into my childhood where I want to keep people interested with what I say. But also know by learning about the voice, about educating myself and the psychology with it also. It's fascinating because if you stay on a sort of same-ish kind of level, people kind of switch off, and I've always been mindful of that. I guess that's where expression comes from physically. Emotionally as well. Actually, that's an interesting. If I had an, what if I had the crying, which is really good stylistic sort of tool you can use in singing.
Baby, is that all you want to say anymore? Is there more to say? I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. I feel like I'm just staring over there, by the way. I don't know why, because I'm scared to see my face and what it looks like when I create in sound, because I don't know what it's going to sound like. I'm not sure how this video is going to come across as, but I don't really care because I'm having so much fun doing all these kind of voices. And I didn't take a breath, so I felt like my belly was coming in just like a belt when you're doing a belt kind of voice. It's really interesting to feel the mechanism of your body and your feeling right downstairs.
Do you know what? I've had so much fun doing this. Let's do a couple more and then I'll say ta-ra, ta-ra, ta-ra.
I don't know. I guess if I do the Kermie one, it kind of obviously sounds like Kermie unless I lied. Oh my god, it's making me want to yawn.
God, I hope you're having a lot of fun. Sorry, I just had an idea. It's like if you do an Instagram live or you do a live and then you see a couple of numbers tail off, you're like, okay. Bye. Funny, it's sad. There's a sadness in that, isn't there?
There's no business like show business. There's no business, I know.
There's no business. And you know what? I've had lessons. I've had it where I've taught people with doing cartoon voices, which I find fascinating. I really do. I find a lot of things fascinating. I think I say the word fascinating quite a lot. Isn't that fascinating in itself? Not really. Not fascinating at all. A bit more breathy, and I say, if I kind of sound like that, then I sound like I'm sad. From that, from Inside Out, right? I sound sad. my name's sad, and I am sad. Does the context or the connotations behind what I say mean anything, or are they any different from when I put on another accent? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, because at the end of the day, when you're saying something, you know, it's how you say it. It's not really the accent and what you say. It's not that at all, you know. I could speak in any way, but the fact that I'm still talking in a very, very interesting kind of way, whereby I am speaking at the same level, it's actually really difficult to do that one. And now I think that accent's changed already, so I don't really know where that was gonna go. Fam, I know you guys are literally spread all over the world, so now I'm thinking of accents, like more so within doing cartoon sounds, cartoon voices, which is fascinating. I said it again. Strike three, you're out. What if you kind of go like that at the same time? It's a very, very strange one to do also. So what do you think about that one? Is that one of your favorites? Now I sound like John Lithgow. You could actually think about, hello, how you doing? Every time you do this. I don't think I could maintain that for very long, and I'd be interested to know, like, voice actors, if they can actually maintain that also, because it's quite wearing. So at the same time, you still have to drink lots of water, you have to warm up your voice, and, you know, warm down, work on technique. I was just sticking out my tongue, so I was thinking of tongue position. What about if I talk like that? Is that a different kind of sound? I don't know. Hi, my name is Rebecca, and I'm here to do a cartoon sound like nothing before. Nothing, that's for sure.
Hey, excuse me, could you just hold on for a second? I'm not gonna be very long here.
Excuse me. Would you hold on for 1 second? Okay, I'm gonna leave it there because I was literally, but that's fun. Many improvements to be made in that. Thank you so much for watching. Hashtag never stop singing. Hashtag never stop making sounds. Sounds are the life inside you that need to be heard. And hashtag be yourself. Okay, lots of love. Bye.